Still a solid 9-4 favourite. Number 11, Longhouse Lady. Just to tell you a late withdrawal here, number 31, the Mick Goff runner Tactic. 31 Tactic is a late withdrawal. And across the boards, it's trading around 4-1 in places, 6-1 in other places. So let's call that a 5-1 shot on withdrawal Tactic. There'll be a rule for your bets. So that reduces to a field of 10 runners, still circling at the start. Oh, there's the... Starter today, William O'Sullivan pulls across the tape, raises the white flag, and they're off and racing. So the Duhallow fixture at Dromahane here in April 2026 commences with this Goffs Punchestown sale 4-year-old mare's Maiden. 10 runners in this contest as they go to the first of 15 fences. Mifa Dairy, who's over in first place there, just leads away from number 1. In second place, you've got Amber Alert for Rob James. They're being tracked through in third position by A Fine Chick, who in turn is sitting alongside Hugginstown Rose. Further back on the inside, in about 5th or 6th, then goes your 9-4 favourite, Longhouse Lady, as they advance on number 2. Held up in the early stages, the likes of Lark Walk 5 months rent, also held up Lake Pippaway and Drumlin Park. So they come over number 2, and the 10 runners all take it safely. Just to remind you again, number 31, Tactic, was a late withdrawal. If you back that one, you got your money refunded by the bookmakers. So the 10 remaining runners have travelled through the first 3 furlongs, and it's a steady pace. And the 2 setting the tempo are Mifa Dairy, who is travelling alongside Amber Alert. In behind in third place then along the inside is A Fine Chick, and she is accompanied for the third position by Hugginstown Rose, the mount of Pat Gleeson. Back then to 5th place in the predominantly white jacket, we've got Tell Me Something and Dara Allen, and then further back on the inside in about 6th place is the Tom Keating runner in the contest, Drumlin Park, in turn then followed by Longhouse Lady. So they come round the bend, and now they're greeted by the first of the 3 fences up the home straight. And as the mares climb over number 3, they've all taken it safely. Slightly skew if out the back door there was 5 months rent, but Emily Cody sat tight. So we got in the light blue jacket, Amber Alert, ridden and trained by Rob James up there, challenging for the lead with Mifa Dairy. These 2 from in third place is Hugginstown Rose. 4th position then, the royal blue and green quartered colours of the Harley Dunn runner, A Fine Chick, as once again they get over the next fence. So 5 fences down, and the 10 runners have all jumped safely to this point, and moving on in the lead now is Amber Alert, just in front here from A Fine Chick in second. Mifa Dairy passes the winning post for the first time in third place, followed by Hugginstown Rose, and then Longhouse Lady settled in 5th. 6th place is Tell Me Something, and This one in turn is just ahead of Lake Pipaway. 3 from the back of the field is Drumlin Park, and the 2 back markers, the Sharks runner Lark Walk, and whipping them in the 9 horse, which is 5 months rent, one of the 2 runners for Debbie Cody in the contest. They've completed the lap, and now they travel to the first of the 2 fences in the back straight. And a new leader, because Frankie Murphy, the local jockey, has brought a fine chick through to lead. Some specking for this horse pre-race in the parade ring, or in the betting ring. And a fine chick is 2 in front. In second place continues to be Amber Alert, just ahead of Mifa Dairy. So it's a 1, 2, 3 for Wexford at this moment in the contest. Hugginstown Rose is up there in 4th position, just ahead then of Longhouse Lady, as they're about to rise at number 7 of the 15. And once again, they've all got it over it safely. The back marker is 5 months rent, but driving on the train in front, a fine chick. She's gone on to lead by 2 lengths as they head across the top and towards halfway. But one now has made a move out of mid-pack to come up to challenge for the lead. That's Lark Walk. So Lark Walk, who jumped that fence in about 5th or 6th, has suddenly sprouted wings and shot to the lead and goes on by 3 from a fine chick. And as a result of that injection, these 2 have drawn 10 clear from the main pack. Have they kicked too soon? I just don't know. But anyway, they're only at halfway. They've still got 8 more fences and a mile and a half to cover. So Lark Walk and Andy Kennedy's gone on by 4 or 5 lengths. A fine chick is in second, and these 2 remain clear now from the main body of the field. In third place, leading this chasing pack, is Amber Alert with Mifa Dairy, and then Longhouse Ladies back there, in fifth place at Chester with a white blaze on her face. Hugginstown Rose is about 6th, and they'll tell me something, and Lake Pipaway out towards the back of the field remains 5 months rent, and Drumlin Park. On they come to the fence, which will be last on the next circuit in this 4-year-old mare's maiden, and Lark Walk out over it by about 4 lengths. So Lark Walk is our leader from a fine chick as they come along now to come up past the winning post area. So it's Lark Walk, a fine chick. The posse are closing in on the 2 leaders. In third place, we've got Amber Alert, followed by Mifa Dairy, who's travelling nicely in 4th there for Jamie Scallon. Further back then to in 5th, 6th and 7th places, Hugginstown Rose, Tell Me Something and Longhouse Lady yet to be set alight. And then the 3 at the back of the field are Lake Pipaway in the yellow and red colours, the green and orange of Drumlin Park, and our back marker is 5 months rent. So 5 fences to jump as they enter the final mile. Lark Walk, a fine chick, 1 and 2. Big jump in third there from Mifa Dairy. Puts herself in a perfect position to launch a bid for glory. And 4th, just shivvied along now by Rob James for a few strides there, was Amber Alert, and still held together in 5th place by Derek O'Connor as Longhouse Lady, and sitting with that one and also travelling well, Dara Allen's Mount Tell Me Something. Hugginstown Rose is still there in 7th place, then Drumlin Park still out rear with Lake Pipaway, and our back marker as they come to this next one is 5 months rent. So away from the 4th last fence, this Lark Walk took the lead at about this point on the previous circuit. Is it a sitting duck? But it's in front. Lark Walk for the Shark Hanlons. 3 in line now to challenge. They are a fine chick. Mifa Dairy saves every blade of grass down the inside, and coming with them is Rob James on Amber Alert. The first of the leading quartet to crack is a fine chick who's dropped to 4th, steadily picking him up in 5th place and going to play a hand in this finish is Longhouse Lady, and this quintet are clear from the next one, Tell Me Something, and then Lake Pipaway. On the drive for home with 3 to jump, the light blue colours is Amber Alert still there, and one who's run out on the bend behind was Lake Pipaway, and one down there when coming into the picture was Derek O'Connor's Mount Longhouse Lady, 3rd and beginning to close. So this leaves Mifa Dairy and Amber Alert. They were the 2 early leaders, and they've come back to share the advantage away from the second last, and Mifa Dairy now goes clear. A mistaken second, Amber Alert, a faller in behind, Tell Me Something, and it is Mifa Dairy with her ears pricked, really asserting now. She is powering away in the closing stages. Nice big mare putting up a good performance here for the Farmer Doyle and Jamie Scallon. In the end, she proves far too good for the opposition. Mifa Dairy wins by 15-20. Second home was Amber Alert. A fine chick was in 3rd. 4th home last finishing was Drumlin Park. Another one who fell at the last was Lark Walk when it was empty.
And the result of our first race, first number 4, second number 20, third number 14, and number 21 was fourth. That's 4, 20, 14, and 21. And your distances were 16 lengths, 10 lengths, and 16 lengths. That's 16 lengths, 10 lengths, and 16 lengths.